Hey, welcome to another episode of All Things Bourbon. We're so glad you joined us, and we are talking today about a recent tour we made in Kentucky to the Stitzell Weller historic distillery, and so what really brought us there is so I probably 6 months ago or so I started collecting the Blade and Bow. If you know anything about Blade and Bow, there's a key on each bottle of Blade and Bow, and the keys are numbered, and it's a wonderful marketing tool because they're going to get you to buy 5 bottles to find the 5 keys. But on each key, it has one, two, three, four, 5, and the thing is, if you join their 5 keys club, you can go online, and they will put together they'll engrave your name on a mint julep cup, and it has Blade and Bow on it, and it has the 5 keys, the 5 keys to bourbon making. But my original trip to Louisville, from closer we were staying in Lawrenceburg, was to go pick up my mint julep cup that they had on the shelf there.
Yeah, they just have cups with people's names sitting on there waiting for them to come get them out of this room.
Yeah, I mean, so when you go online and you put in the information, you take a picture of your 5 bottles with the 5 keys, then
they're smart enough that they don't ship it to you. You have to come get it.
You have to come get it, but they'll engrave your name on a cup, and they have a whole room dedicated to these people, and I think they said they're up to around 3,000 people that have a mint julep cup waiting on them.
And this is not in all states. It's not in Oklahoma.
So we've found this Blade and Bow. It's a very good bourbon. We found it in Texas and Florida.
Is it in Missouri? I can't remember.
I don't know for sure, and we have seen it in Kentucky as well. And so the Stitzell Weller Distillery is no longer in operation. It's really just a historic site, but they do have active rick houses there where different products are being aged.
And they're being they're like landmarks. They can't take them down also, but they do. I can't remember the number of barrels that they age there, and they're not at capacity, but they have the Blade and Bow that they make. Diageo.
Yeah, Diageo is the parent company.
Right. So they make the Blade and Bow, and then they make Bullet, which we've been on a Bullet tour, and they're actually cousins or whatever, owned by the same company. And then we had seen this IW Harper, and there's quite a few types of it, and this happened to be the Cabernet cask. And then we only have the Orphan Barrel Fable and Folly, but when we signed up for the tour to find out that they actually didn't make anything there, we got to taste these 4 bourbons and take the tour. So we got a lot of history. They showed how Pappy Van Winkle originated out of there, and the story of the Stitzell Weller, how that it all began, and then even how Old Fitzgerald. It was on the, what'd you call that column?
There's a big stack that's from the original distillery.
So
this facility, Old Fitzgerald, is not made at that distillery, and there's no bourbons made there.
So what happened at that time in history is when the bourbon boom busted, they sold off a lot of their, I guess, their businesses, and then so Old Fitz went out the door, and Pappy ended up over being made by Buffalo Trace and Sazerac, and then like I said, they made these. So we took the tour and we did tastings, and they have a gift shop there, and the grounds were really nice, but it's kind of in a rough part of Louisville.
It is.
And so when we were heading over there, I was like, are we in the right place? But we were. And so you're paying a pretty good, it was $65 for the tour.
But we sampled an Orphan Barrel Scotch, which is muckety muck. And you could actually pay for a tasting of the Fable and Folly, and because I have owned this Fable and Folly bottle already, but I haven't cracked it open. I am a consumer collector / whatever we are. There's just some
we like it.
There's some I really like, and I will crack open and drink. There's other ones I won't.
Pay for a pour.
And I did pay for a pour.
Bar, yeah.
I paid for a pour of the Orphan Barrel Fable and Folly, and it is delicious.
And they have a lot of history that is in our photos that shows the distillery from the beginning. And it's a beautiful area that they have there. Even if you didn't take the tour and you just walked around the grounds, and even inside their building, they have like a little history area that tells about how they came to be and tells about all their products in there. And then they have different rooms. Their bar was really cool. They kind of partnered with like Better Homes and Gardens or somebody, and it has a real lodgy. Everything has a real rich, kind of like that Kentucky wealth feeling of really tastefully done. The room that these cups are in is really beautiful, and everything it's just a neat place to visit. And it was I think on a Monday, and nobody else was open.
That's right.
Or very few.
No, it was actually on a Sunday. No, it was Monday. She's right. She's right.
So we went, and and most of the places were a lot of the other distilleries were closed, and we went there. So it was not very busy, but it was a lot of fun. And so we, the Muckety Muck that we tried, the Orphan Barrel we liked, the Muckety Muck Scotch. After this, I could drink it the second or third drink. I liked it better after I drank a couple more sips of it. And I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it.
Yeah.
And this was really good.
Yeah, this was surprising to me because I don't normally like finished bourbons, and this is a bourbon that's finished in Cabernet Sauvignon cask. So, but I really like the flavor of that because cabs, a lot of time cabs are not very sweet. This doesn't have that super sweet finish that to me
it's sweet enough that I like.
To me, like an Angel's Envy has to me a very sweet finish because it's finished in the port cask. But this I.W. Harper was a very good pour. All right, guys. If you're ever in Louisville and you want to go see a historic distillery, the Stitzell Weller Distillery was a very good stop. And if you get your 5 keys and you join the 5 Key Club, you can go pick up your mint julep cup that has your name engraved on it. It's a good thing to put on your shelf or your bar just as a decoration, or you can use it, I guess, if you drink mint juleps. But here's to you guys. Please like and subscribe. Cheers.